Hey,
Buddy,
buddy.
how are
How
you
you
doing?
doing,
Long,
man?
long time.
Yeah, it was a
How's
long
it
time,
going?
1 week, yeah?
Finally, we are talking
Finally.
about it. Now we are here. Just for the new viewers, so I'm Ilya. We are living in Dubai now for me personally for over 5 years.
And I'm Edgar. I'm living here for 3 years already.
Nice. So, what is our mission with this podcast?
The mission is simple. We're just gonna have a conversation like friend to friend, discussing whatever experience we had during the week and what we learned, and we will just tell all of that to you guys, just to gain more knowledge and experience from our experience. That's it.
100%. Exchanging knowledge, giving and getting for an output. I think this is the main thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
And by the way, we don't know where it will go. We're just gonna start from another topic that will feel like is important to share with you
100%.
that happened to us this week, and then we'll see how it goes. We're just gonna go by the flow. Where you want to start from?
So, actually, we had one conversation this morning.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, you talked about discipline. This is a very huge topic, but just to take one part of it, um, what did you mean this morning when you said that you can work and improve on your discipline when you get the main cause? And you were talking about causes. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. So the discipline really is a huge topic. It's not only about physical discipline, practicing in the gym. It's about the mental discipline, and sometimes really people do not know where is the main problem is coming from. What is the main cause of that you don't have that discipline? Because people get distracted all the time because they don't understand that first of all the discipline is not only the part when you do something consistently but also the part where you just remove all the distractions that can cause a problem during having that discipline inside of it. So from the beginning starting, you need to understand that discipline is also about removing all the distractions from your life or not knowing the main problem where it's coming from, because the main cause can come from the thing that happened like yesterday. The factions that you have today, for example, you feel bad today, you don't have enough energy, that's not necessarily coming from only today's experience. Maybe yesterday you drank a lot, or you work out a lot, or you didn't go to the bed early enough to have that energy enough, or
Okay.
you consumed not the right food, right? You agree with that?
I agree with that, but let's dig deeper into that. You say having no discipline means being distracted. This is like the main enemy, let's say.
50-50, I think.
Like 50. So,
Yeah.
so one of the ways would be first to eliminate all the distractions around you.
Yeah. So what happens usually when you think I'm gonna start working out every day,
Yeah.
or at least every 2 days. What happens in your mind? You just structure this schedule like, okay, every 2 days, 1 hour in the gym, and you want to stick to it.
Like the perfect plan.
Perfect plan.
Yeah.
But you don't take into account that something can distract you, or something can appear, something else that will just try to destroy that perfect plan. What usually happens in your life?
Yeah. Nobody plans it. Everybody
Yeah.
goes for the perfect condition.
That's the thing. You need to take into account also that part, which is like I'm saying, this is like 50% of the whole discipline idea. You need to first of all maybe think of that, then scheduling like the perfect plan for your workout schedule. You understand what I mean?
I get your point. I think, like, as you said, having the perfect plan or calculating the side effects or what could happen around that is very important. But how specifically would you do it to, let's say, I mean, nobody can see the future 100%, but how would you plan it in a way that even distractions cannot stop you?
Yeah. So what kind of a plan you have, it doesn't matter. First, you need to just try to understand what can appear. Okay, what usually happens in your life that distracts you? It's women. It's your friends that call you somewhere. It's your job. What is that? So you plan all of that all together. Okay, you have that perfect plan of having workouts, understanding that okay, my friends can call somewhere between like from 12 p.m. to, let's say, 6 p.m., and try to, or every Tuesday or every Saturday they like gathering, or your girlfriends, usually they're the main distractions actually.
For sure, yeah.
They can message you every day,
Yeah.
in the morning, in the afternoon, in
We
the
can agree
evening.
on that. Yeah.
Yeah, actually one of the main
Yeah.
distractions
So
that you.
friends, your wife, your
Yeah,
woman at home,
anything. It can be
uh,
anything.
work maybe.
Work all the time. Yeah,
So
clients
would
can
it be
call you.
fair enough to say that you need to know yourself first in order to know the distractions? Because
Yeah.
obviously for anyone it's different, as you said.
Yeah.
Somebody has a girlfriend, somebody has a maybe a grandma that loves to call 10 times a day. It's different, right?
Yeah.
So to know yourself, I mean, I think we are living in a world full of distractions, as we talked before, where it's very hard to know yourself because most people don't think about themselves anymore as much as they
Yeah.
would because they're on their phones, on, I don't know, on the PlayStation or whatever. You have constantly something that is distracting you. Who is nowadays sitting alone in a room with really 0% distraction and just no phone in the hand and just thinking about their own life? Who's doing this nowadays? I would argue it's less than 1% of the population.
Yeah, it's a big struggle. And you're right. As we told you guys, the discipline is a big, huge topic. And one of the topics is self love. You need to know yourself. You need to love yourself enough to just put enough boundaries, which is also another part of a discipline. Boundaries. So, yeah, how you can remove distractions? You put the right boundaries with your friends, with your girlfriends, with your work. Okay, you have plan how you deal with all of that. You have structured plan with every, like, okay, I just know that every Saturday I have an ice plunge. I have a time for going to the beach, just for a rest, just to be with nature, just to clear my mind. I have the time. I know that I'm gonna go there from 7 a.m. to about 2 p.m. Yeah, and nothing will distract me. I'm gonna do that for getting more energy, and later I will go and work a little bit.
Okay, I got
About
it.
staying alone in the room and with your thoughts, it's a actually very nice topic. I heard recently from one very famous doctor. He was saying if you sit down like 40 minutes in your room without any noise, without any distractions, you will stay alone with yourself, and at some point you will start getting answers to all of your questions you have at that moment. You will get
Yeah.
answers, you will get like ideas how to solve problems.
That's a very good point. They say the answer is within yourself.
Yeah.
But nowadays we don't look inside ourselves. We just look outside ourselves. We search in Google, but there are things that you only learn with experience. And there's things that you only can find the solution and the answer by yourself. Nobody can give you the answer. So I was reading about this article too. There are many ways, 40 minutes, or even some doctors say 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I think it depends how deep you want to go. But I think this is also one of the best ways for discipline, for any struggle in life, to just sit alone in a dark room, the least amount of distractions, right? You don't want to have all your senses active, you want to have them non active. So you only use your brain, right? So make it dark, less noise. You can put maybe some headphones and just think, just don't do anything. Just think about what are you struggling right now, and it will take some time, but you will get the answer. You will get
Have you tried
solutions.
it? Have you tried it
I
already?
actually tried it
Yeah.
in a meditative state. I would even argue this is a kind of meditation, right, where you just plug out from the outside world and all the noises you have. And for me, it helped for sure. I don't think always you get the one answer that will change your life, but you get really, when you think about it, you get multiple solutions and you know what direction you should go in. It gives you 100% a way that you can go and try things, and you just notice how your body is talking to yourself. All of a sudden you get ideas.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're like, okay, I can try this and this and that. You will not get the ultimate answer, but at least you know what direction you should go in. And then you try the different paths till you find the perfect answer.
Yeah, actually, I tried about meditating on this. Sometimes you have some days that you don't feel like it.
Yeah.
You see, you try, you cannot
You're
focus.
lazy, you cannot focus,
Yeah,
you feel sleepy. Yeah.
and I was thinking, like, what is the reason of all of that? Why it's happening? Like, why I cannot every time feel the same way meditating, like getting that relaxation state and cleanliness state? Why can I get it, bro? What's the problem? And I think now I understand. The thing is that if you are not clean enough, I mean, you have some garbage inside of you. I don't know how to call it, like not the right uh, consumed energies inside of you, that will distract you, that will make you feel to go to another direction, to not focus enough. It can be anything. It can be that
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
tired, it can be that you consume not the right food.
You're not
Or
focused. You have like your mind is messed
yeah,
too messed up.
so you need to prepare yourself before going to that room and sitting alone
Yeah,
with
you need to be
yourself.
ready.
You just need to try to solve. If you have a problem, let's say you have some deal coming with your client, yeah, and you didn't solve all of the aspects of it before going to that room, you better fix it. Or you've argued with your girlfriend before going to that room, you better talk to her, try to understand the situation, try to solve it at least for a while, and then go to that room. Because in that room you will sit alone, and
It will
first
take
that
time
will
also.
yeah,
So
yeah,
all the unfinished tasks,
yeah,
you should try to at least finish it halfway.
yeah,
So you know, like, even if it will take you 4 or 5 hours, which it will not, but you need to have the mindset that, okay, this could take the whole day and I have the time.
yeah,
Now I finished all my tasks. I don't have to go to any meetings or clients or whatever. I can just focus on myself now and I can heal. So would it be fair enough to say most people nowadays are not disciplined at all? Most people nowadays are too distracted.
yeah,
Most people don't want to heal. Most people don't know how to heal. And you said already, first way is to eliminate all the distractions. To say, okay, this has to go off. Friends can go airplane mode. Second step is to go within yourself. So to just sit down, you can call it meditation, you can call it whatever, doesn't matter. The point is that you just turn off your phone, you go into silence, dark room, whatever, and you just think. You just think, what am I struggling? Why am I not happy with the situation? And then within, I don't know, 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever time, you will get your solutions.
yeah. About like also going into that room, you can go into room, meditate. You can go into the room and just just write whatever comes on your laptop. I don't know, just to do a text message to yourself, just whatever comes to your mind, or whatever problem you have, just write it down.
Yeah.
See what it is, and maybe in that process you will get that answers right away. That's how actually ChatGPT works. Did you know that?
Oh.
Whenever you write a question to ChatGPT, it immediately get answer. Before you ask the question, he already gets all of the answers that you might will need to get from him.
When you are writing already.
Yeah, that's why he gets instant answer
It's
to
very
you.
fast, actually. Yeah.
That's how actually your brains also work. You don't have the access yet how to use your brain, but actually I think in future we'll learn a lot. I'm actually doing that. I'm consistently asking ChatGPT, how can I improve, how you calculate this stuff, or how you read these documents, and he will explain you. And if you ask him to teach you, he will teach you step by step how to do that. You can actually really read the 20-page, 50-page contract really fast, because there are parts that are important and there are parts that are not that important. And by seeing some words in the terms, in
Some
clauses,
keywords, yeah.
you can just see them by just going like fast on
Yeah.
one page. You can see them and then
You
focus
save a
on
lot
that,
of time.
and you will save a
A
lot of
lot
time,
of time.
bro. Of course, you cannot do like ChatGPT, because it
It's
has
yeah.
1,000 eyes instantly,
Yeah.
simultaneously, just watching the
It's a
document.
different game. You're right. Even if you read a book, I noticed, like, from reading books, I used to read a lot of books. Like, of course, the guy that wrote the book had some ideas and some, but of course, you don't need the whole book. You need the key points, the key lessons that help you. And in most cases, is 10 to 20% of the book.
Mm.
You technically could skip 80% of books
Yeah.
if you just go straight to the lesson.
That's actually so
right?
true.
Like the introduction with this time and this day when I was in New York, you can skip this.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, actually, right?
It doesn't matter if you're not learning like how to maybe speak well, communicate well, because how the writers usually put the sentences, they usually try to use a lot of like complicated words, and it helps you to structure your communication skills better in life. It will help if you're not trying to get only the knowledge, only the best part of the book. Yeah, you just need to just go to the parts when it has a message and it's important. But I think it's important us to also read the whole book. If you're trying to speak well and you're trying to transfer your ideas in the best way possible to your to the person that you communicate to, it's important to read the whole book. Yeah, I understand it takes a lot of time nowadays. We don't have that, and especially after 30s, man.
Yeah,
After
man.
30, you're younger than 30, right?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 25 now.
25.
So
We can talk about that too. Like what you feel in 20s, how I feel in 30s, because now I'm 35. There's a little bit difference, but maybe we look at the world differently, and that's the good thing about this podcast.
this was actually a good point, what you said before, but coming back to the discipline part,
Yeah.
um, do you think there's other aspects? Because I would also think that we missed the main aspect of getting disciplined. I mean, the topic is how you can get more disciplined.
Yeah.
We talked about less distraction. We talked about go within yourself, get the answers. But I think the most important point is to do the actions.
Yeah, bro. Action.
And doing the actions, I think we were talking about this also, where they did studies that if you only start by doing something and getting disciplined in one thing,
Mm.
anything,
Mm.
if it is making your bed every morning, but really every morning consistently,
Yeah.
or if I don't know, go to the gym every day, whatever, you take one aspect, you do it every day for 30 days minimum,
Yeah.
right? Up to 3 months to make it really intense. Your brain part, there's a brain part that will get activated that will help you to get discipline on all the other things. So this is how people can start, not by starting doing everything perfectly, no, by just one thing,
Mm.
getting perfectly done one thing, being disciplined on one thing, and then you will get discipline automatically in the other things. What
Yeah,
do
I
you think?
agree that you need to focus, but also they disagree in just one thing, because the people's brain, or just the time that we are afraid that we'll lose doing just one thing. Always, people's brains start fighting. They want to try this and that and that.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of things, but when you do a lot of things, you also need to be focused on all of them. Like, okay, you can tell what you do every day consistently, maybe during last month. What I do is every morning when I wake up, I do 100 push-ups every day. It doesn't matter how I feel, or how I slept. I just do 100 push-ups. I push myself 100, and I don't do more than that. I'm not trying to increase every day. That will put more pressure on
Just to
me.
being consistent.
I just got there. I was doing like 50 at first, and then I was adding one more every day. And I had a plan. I knew that I will get to 100 push-ups, and that's it. I'm gonna stop and do it consistently. And it wasn't like, okay, I want to try for 30 days and then see how I will feel and where it goes. Should I do it later? No, I knew that 100 push-ups, that's the point that I want to stick to, and I will do it always, no matter how I feel. And you know what? In time, you just don't feel like it's that hard anymore. When I push ups now, it's easy, because what I do is I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 130, 40, and then I say, okay, 100, that's done.
It's part of your routine now. It's part of your life, like
Yeah.
brushing the teeth.
Exactly.
You just do it. You
So
don't think about it.
about the discipline, you get one new task, you learn it in 30 days again, and then you stick to it. How you brush your teeth, or how you go to the shower every day.
Why is it so hard for people to, not only people, like us humans in general, like why is it so fucking hard for us to be disciplined? Why people cannot just do whatever they have in their head planned,
Yeah.
and just go for it? Why is it so hard?
I think it's not hard. The hard part again, it's destruction that gets into your mind. You think it's hard. That's the thing. People, like yesterday I was listening one video, it was saying you can manifest money really easily if you just remove that thing in your head like saying it's hard. Because from childhood everyone says earning money is hard. You need to work a lot, work your ass off, like for years to earn $1 million. Nobody says to you, actually, it's easy.
That's right.
This,
Nobody does.
and you
Nobody says that.
what if? And by the way, we can just try from this day on. We just remove that. Let's think like every day there is a possibility that I will get, I don't know how, but $1 million. Every day there's a possibility.
Literally, yeah.
Just wake up and think, okay, today something good will happen that will lead to that money, to a huge amount of money. What if you try? And by the way, guys, you can try it too, and later comment, and
How it
we'll
goes.
see how it goes.
Yeah, sure.
Right? Let's try, man.
Everybody says getting rich is so hard, but you hear this from people that are not rich. You hear it from people that don't know the solution, that don't know the ways.
Yeah.
This is so they're not talking about the general reality, they're talking about their reality. And this is how they manipulate you and make it hard for you too. By thinking it's hard, it becomes hard pretty much. So how can you achieve something that you think deep in your brain that is not possible?
I know where it's coming from. It's coming from because they don't know how to do stuff. They just don't have enough knowledge how to make a business plan, how to raise money for their business, how to talk people, how to communicate. They just don't know that. And because they don't know it from the beginning, they complicate stuff in their head, instead just going and splitting all these tasks into small tasks and finding out where we don't have that enough knowledge and just go there and fix it. Every other thing will fix itself. They don't think like it. So what you need to do in those cases when you think it's hard, you just find what exactly, where is it belief coming from, what exactly you think is hard. And nowadays we have all the knowledge in the world. We have internet, we have ChatGPT. If you don't know anything, just fucking go and ask stuff, and you will see how easy sometimes the answer is.
Yeah, I think you're right. The main thing is we overcomplicate things in our heads. We do it way worse than it is. Because at the end of the day, we are emotional creatures. We are not able to be 100% rational and just go by the facts like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
This is why I think we are in a huge advantage nowadays where we can just ask ChatGPT anything we want and we will get right away the factual answers. And then it's just a step by step game.
Yeah. And I don't understand why people, think ChatGPT is bad or AI is bad. Bro, it gives you so much information and possibilities.
You save so much time.
I learned
You learn so much.
so
It's
many
insane.
things
Yeah.
lately. Google wasn't like it. By the way, everybody
Nah.
thinks Google previously you could Google anything.
No. Google, not at all. Not at all.
Like I think nobody was using no, Google like ChatGPT.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's
It
not-
takes way more time. You have to go website by website.
Yeah.
Also, you get different answers. It's not always correct.
No.
ChatGPT is like the ultimate answer.
Yes.
And most of the times, it's really what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Right. So, and they're improving it. Imagine it's already like in a very crazy level. From 2 years ago, where we didn't have anything close to ChatGPT. I can remember in many years ago in school, you had to open up your books. You had to even the answers were not in Google. You had to literally read 200 pages to get one single answer. Now you can get it literally in 1 second.
Yeah.
From ChatGPT. This is a very big advantage we have nowadays, and this is why I think people that are looking for knowledge are able nowadays to become way smarter. People that are looking for knowledge. People that are scrolling on TikTok, obviously not.
Obviously not.
So I think actually ChatGPT can be both. Can be like very good, right? But
Yeah.
it can be angel and demon at the same time. It depends on the person and how you use it.
Yeah, it's correct for everything in life. You have tools. Basically, what life gives you, it gives you tools, and it's up to you decide. You can use it in the best way or the worst way. Okay, so nowadays everyone has phones in their hands, right? It can be either a good tool for getting a knowledge, or it can be um, a place where you can become a slave to technologies, distract yourself, waste your time,
Yeah.
and what happens to a lot of people. Actually, it's easier to go that direction. That's why most of the people use these technologies
Mm.
in a worst way scenario. They become slaves of it, you know?
Slaves, yeah.
Actually, I think these people at some point they get tired of it. They start again to, going back to understanding that actually I tried so many times to scroll. I understood finally that I'm becoming dumb, and maybe it's time to change, and that's when people change. I'm saying it because I believe in people, bro. I believe that people, first they do worse stuff, they learn with worst experience, and then they change. I
100%.
believe
Yeah. I think,
everyone
yeah.
has their own timelines, and at some point everyone will start improving. They will become their best version. It's just different with everybody's life timelines, you know. Shouldn't judge anyone. That's what I'm saying. Don't judge that someone is scrolling their phones nowadays. I think you had that period in your life.
100%. I think everyone had it.
Everyone.
At some point, you're tired of your own shit, as the quote
Yeah.
goes. At some point, you're tired of your own shit. And you know, okay, this is not who I am. I need to stop.
Yeah.
Maybe you stop, you start with a detox. Maybe you delete everything. Maybe then you're like, okay, I can download it back. I can use it, but in the right motion, in the right dosage.
Yeah.
This is the main thing, to have balance everything you do. At the end of the day, you can overdo it with everything. You can say, okay, I eat fruits, it's healthy for me. But if you eat 20 bananas, I don't think it's healthy for you anymore.
Exactly.
I don't think I should say no to something or yes to something. I should, is everything about balance.